Hey, welcome, everybody. My name is Jennifer DeNicholas. I'm your executive upline, and I
Real
want to
quick,
welcome
Jennifer,
you.
can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Oh, good.
Yay.
Okay. Yes, it's Pam Littell and Joni Grant.
Yay. Welcome. Okay. So, if you have done a launch party, put it in the chat. Yes, if you have done a launch party with your recruiter. But I'm Jennifer DeNicholas. I'm your upline executive director, and I've actually been selling Pampered Chef for almost 22 years and started doing back when they had the cooking shows, right? Now I carry my tools to people's houses and we would cook and we would laugh and people would buy stuff and I'd go home and have to wash all my dishes. I do love an in-home show because I love meeting the new people and the interaction. But I do love a virtual show too. And I love how convenient it is to be able to work your business around busy life, right? So whether you have another full-time job, whether you are a caretaker of a parent or kids or whatever it is that fills your life with busyness, I know it's there. This can work right alongside it. So I also was wondering, we had our first new consultant call last week. If you were on the call, on the last new consultant call, type yes in our chat because I want to see how many people were able to get on that and got the info. Um, so as new consultants, when you join in, typically what we have you do is we start you off with a launch party. And the purpose of a launch party is for you to invite all of your friends so they can see what you're getting into, right? We want them to join in the party. We want them interacting. We want them having fun. We want them seeing the products, wanting the product,
No,
and then hopefully hosting a party of their own. So then, you get some bookings to start your business off, right? So um, that's typically where we start. Now, in addition to that, you get to learn as you work, right? So you get to watch your recruiter, how they post in the party, the things that they're posting, how many times a day they're posting, how are they interacting with the guests in the party. All of those things need to be like on the job training. So I want you to pay attention to all of those things during your launch party and do the things that your consultant suggests. So I will tell you, we do post in Facebook parties and we may have the best videos or the best post or whatever, but if you as the host consultant is not active, then the party's not going anywhere. Okay. So it is super, super important to be engaged in these Facebook parties. Just like if you were in like if you invited people over to your house for a party, how would you engage with those people? When they come in the door, would you do and then not say anything else to them? Or would you welcome them in? You call them by name. You'd ask how they're doing. How are your kids? How's your job going? Like you would have a conversation with them. And that's what we really want happening in these Facebook parties. This is an interaction business, right? We build relationships, we meet people. That's how we grow our business. So it is super important. Now, you don't have to be on Facebook all day. Believe me, nobody has time to be on Facebook all day. But what you can do is when you have pockets of time, whether you're at lunch, whether you get off work and you're putting your feet up, chilling out a little bit before you go to bed, like make sure that you are checking in that party and being active. So going in when you see the welcome post and calling out some of your friends. Thanks so much for joining, Tina and Pam and Angela. What have you all been up to lately? And then if they like, there's typically a post that says, how do you know the host? Tell me a little bit about yourself. So when they comment, talk to them just like you would if they were in your home. As the posts go, there's games in there. Tag some friends. Hey Tina, hey Sheila, hey Pam. Um, join in. Let's see what's your guess? How many beans do you think are in the pot, right? So, participate. If you see a recipe in there, tag 5 other different people that says, hey, Susie, Mary, John, would you and your family enjoy this? Is this something you would eat at your house? So tagging them is calling them by name, right? And then ask them a question. Bring them into the party, because that's what we would do if they were at our house, and just banter back and forth. So again, you don't have to spend all day in there, but you do want to build relationships and have communication with them. So in addition to the chatting throughout the party, typically, spend 15, 20 minutes in a party each day, going in and, checking through, liking some posts, commenting, tagging some people, whatever. But you also want to interact privately with your friends, right? So, super important to have contact through Facebook Messenger, right? So maybe Tina is a member in the party. I'm going to send her a quick message and I'm going to say, hey, Tina, thanks so much for joining my launch party. I'm so excited. I really appreciate you supporting me. I just wanted to give you a little bit of info, right? So, one, thank you for helping me. Two, this party is going to be accepting orders through blank date, right? So you're telling them the deadline. I wanted to make sure you had my link. So whenever you want to shop, you can anytime between now and whatever, Saturday. And I wanted to let you know that if you order by blank, you get in an extra drawing or whatever you want to offer or your recruiter wants to offer to help entice extra orders earlier in the party, right? So it is important, just as important as it is inviting these people into the party, it is just as important, if not more important, to private message them, thanking them for coming, giving them the link, giving them deadline, and any special that you all may be offering. Okay. If you have 40 people in that party, you need to send 40 private messages. It's so important, right? Because people want to know that you appreciate them, that you're there to answer any questions. And, then you have time to chat with them. Maybe you haven't talked to them in 30 years, right? Maybe you're just Facebook friends from a long time ago. I have so many of those. I really don't even know how I met these people, but they ended up being Facebook friends. So just chat with them, right? Relationship building. Then as you're chatting back and forth with them, let them know, hey, I'm so excited to, launch this new business. I wondered, can I pamper you and get you some free stuff in your kitchen? All you have to do is agree to do an easy online Facebook show just like this one. I'll set up the group, you invite your friends, we'll have a great time. Right? How does that feel if somebody were to message you and invite you to their launch party? How would that message feel to you? Would it feel good? Would it feel okay? Would it feel pushy or salesy? Anybody? Rather quiet. You can talk to me.
That's probably the hardest thing that I have a problem with is asking. I don't want to sound pushy. Like I don't want them to think another party and they're going to want me to have going to want me to have a party. So that's the part that I'll struggle with.
Okay, I'm glad you said that, because what I want you to think about is you all love Pampered Chef, right? Because you wouldn't have signed up if you didn't. What if your recruiter never asked you about hosting a show? Right? Would you have missed out on a lot of the free stuff that Pampered Chef gives? Would you have missed out on the fun, the recipes, the games? Right? What if they never asked you to sell Pampered Chef? Maybe you'd be out some extra money, some free products, right? So I want you to think that Pampered Chef, we have a service to offer people. Pampered Chef is sending boxes of free stuff out to host every single day. That's a fact, okay? Hundreds and thousands of tens of thousands of dollars of free product that goes out of their door every single day. I don't know about you, but I love my friends and family and I want to get them any kind of deals I can. So I feel like I know Pampered Chef's sending this stuff out. I want everybody I know to get free boxes on their steps. Right? I know that I can help them do that. And so I feel like I would be kind of shortchanging them if I didn't ask them if they were interested. See, it's kind of like if you're at a restaurant And you order French fries, and the waitress asks, "Would you like ketchup with that?" Some are going to say yes because they like ketchup, and some are going to say no because they're not a ketchup fan or they're not in the mood for it or whatever, but they're not mad that the waitress asked if they wanted ketchup, right? They're not shaming the waitress because she's trying to upsell or whatever. She's just offering a service. And that's exactly what we're doing with our business. Is we know the benefit of hosting a show is that our hosts get tons of free stuff. So offer it to everybody. Don't feel bad about asking somebody if they're interested. It's easy. It is so easy to host an online show. Literally, they're just checking in the party once a day, right? Sheila, did you host a party? Let's see, you were telling me you did host a party with Christine, right?
I did not. I attended Christine's.
Okay. So were you glad that you joined the party?
I am.
Okay. Don't you feel like other people would be glad to, I mean, like they have an option not to join if they don't want to, right?
Right.
Okay. And then same thing, like what if Christine never asked you to sell Pampered Chef?
Right.
So I kind of want you to think about it like that. Before I started selling Pampered Chef, I just went to an in-home show because I hadn't seen my friend in a long time and I needed a night out of the house. I had a 1-year-old at home. I was a stay-at-home mom. I needed some social interaction, right? So she invited me to the party. I didn't have high hopes other than getting out of the house, eating some snacks. But I went there and I had a blast. I was so glad that I was invited. And I needed some new stuff. I didn't even realize how great the product was because I didn't own any Pampered Chef before that. But I'd never sold anything a day in my life. I didn't know that many people, and I was kind of a timid person. Like I wouldn't have been the most outgoing in the room. But the lady had talked about selling Pampered Chef, and I wanted that stuff that came in the kit. And I thought, well, I could try it for a couple shows and then quit. That was my goal. I was going to try it for a couple shows and quit. And that was 22 years ago. And it has completely changed my and my family's life. I can't even imagine where I would be and where my family would be if somebody didn't offer me this business. And so I'm thankful every single day. And I always try to think of that when I ask other people if they're interested in this business, that it can be a life changer. Now, I'm not going to say that everybody will sign up to sell Pampered Chef and sell millions of dollars, but it's a possibility. I've done it. I have many friends that have done it. I make way more money selling Pampered Chef than I ever could have as an accountant, which I did before, right? So the possibility is endless. And I don't want to be the reason of people not having the chance, right? So I'm just going to ask everybody. And if they say no, it's okay. It doesn't mean they don't like me. It doesn't mean they don't like Pampered Chef. Probably the timing is not right for them, right? So our job is to just ask and be friendly about it, right? Of course. It's not like we're going to say, hey, host a show, hey, host a show, hey, host a show, hey, host a show, and annoy the crap out of them. We're going to show them the benefits of hosting a show. We're going to let them know, hey, we have a great host special this month. Hey, we have great new products. Did you see them? Hey, have you seen that air fryer? I can help you get it in your kitchen. Right? Show them the benefit for them, and you won't feel bad or salesy asking them. Does that make sense? You all can go like
Yes, it does.
Okay. Okay. It took me a long time to get comfortable because I felt the same way you all did, right? I'd never sold anything a day in my life. I didn't really know any kind of sales tactics, or I didn't even know what to ask people or how to do it. Now, back when I started, I had to call people on the phone and ask them to let me come to their house, right? Can I come cook for you? I'm really not a great cook, but I just learned how to make this taco ring, right? So at least you don't have to go cook for people. Now, if you do love doing cooking and you consider doing an in-home show, they are a blast too, and we can teach you all about that. But you don't have to do that, right? So really the key to your business right now is just talking to people, letting them know you are the Pampered Chef consultant and you are here to help them with blank, with making cooking quick and easy, with getting a new food shopper in the house, with facilitating a Pampered Chef Facebook party so they can earn host rewards. Think about what other people would find as a benefit and go that route, right? Let me help you learn to eat at home on a budget. Let me teach you how to eat at home healthy. Can I teach you? Like, think of it with a serviced mindset. Okay. So I didn't get, I guess nobody was on the call last week because nobody said that they were. So I was just kind of assuming you weren't. So first thing is launch party, right? And as a new consultant, we have lots of new consultant perks. I mean, our first perk is when we sell $500, we get the mini loaf pan, we get some bread mix, and we earn $100, right? That's at $500 in sales. That's your first reward. And then when you hit your second reward, it's when you sell 1,250, you're earning $280 commission. You are earning the level 2, which has like modular sheet pans. I have oven mitts. And if you signed in March, it has that air fryer. You would get that air fryer for free, right? I mean, right? Y'all are gonna love it. I got it over there in my kitchen. We use it every single day. You'll be so glad. So you want to earn that air fryer. That is a big goal of yours. So how are you going to do it? You're going to message people. You're going to let them know, hey, I'm the new Pampered Chef gal. I'm the new Pampered Chef guy. I would love to show you our great products. I would love to get some in your kitchens to help make cooking easier. Can I give you my link to shop? I have this, I actually want to give you all a challenge. So last week we had talked about booking parties, and we're going to talk about that a little more too. But sometimes we get kind of nervous about booking parties, and I don't know, we, as a new consultant, we kind of feel like that's a big ask for people. So what if you just sent them a message that was simply like, I'm working on my first goal with Pampered Chef to sell $500, or if you've already sold $500, then you could say $1,250, right? And I wondered if you would consider taking a peek at my $25 and under section of my website and consider placing an order. Any size would help. I appreciate your support. Right. And so I'm going to put this in our new consultant chat, but the challenge is for you to send that message to 10 people every day for 5 days. That means you're contacting 50 people, and on average, you will collect $500 in orders. Does that sound doable? And then you're kind of getting in the habit of asking people for what you want or what you need, right? We're showing them the value, and then we're growing our business. Okay. So this is a ask business. We have to get comfortable with doing it. At least you don't have to call people on the phone like I did. Every time I would do it, I thought I was going to vomit. I'd have to like mentally prepare myself. I'd have to go over my little spiel. Okay, you can do this shit. It probably took me 20 minutes to like rev myself up. And then I called people and they wouldn't answer. I was like, okay, leave my message. Okay, call the next one. Leave my message. Call the next one. Oh, hi, and finally get hold of somebody. So think like you don't have to do that, right? We're making it easy for you. Text people in your phone. Send messages in Facebook. It is an easy task to do. Okay. All right. So, let's see. Has anybody finished with their launch party and starting on booking next shows? No. See, I think that most of the people on here are brand new. So let's talk about.
I book shows. I have actually 4 book shows.
Oh, good. Okay. Have you already started them?
I got 2 starting Wednesday, and I have 3 starting Wednesday, and I have 1 starting the following Wednesday. And then actually I have 5 book shows, and then I have an in person Friday.
Nice. Angela, who did you sign up with?
Lynn
and Gula.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Awesome. That is so exciting. Congratulations. So I'm glad that Angela said that. Really what we recommend as a new consultant is to right out of the gate, message your friends and try to get 4 bookings on your party, right? So you have your launch party going, and while you're doing that, you want to find 4 other people to host parties with you, right? Now, we know any job that we start, there's going to be a training period, right? And there's going to be a period of figuring things out. All right. Do not get discouraged if you hear a no, or maybe you're sending a bunch of messages and you're not getting replies back. Like, we're just figuring this out. Okay. A no response is not considered a no. That just means they're busy. And I will tell you, it's a story of my life. Tell me if anybody has been in this scenario, right? We have these little computers that we carry around with us everywhere. And are you ever waiting in the car rider line or in the pharmacy pickup line, and you're scrolling through your messages and you start to read one? And as Christine had messaged me, she said, "Hey, Jennifer, I just started selling Pampered Chef. I would love to host a party for you with you." And so I would say, "Oh, Christine's selling. That's so oh, car, gotta move. I gotta drive a little bit. I'll get back with Christine when I finish driving." And then I go pick up the prescriptions or pick up the kids. Then I have to run to the grocery store, and then I go home and I got to cook dinner. And I was like, "Oh, Christine messaged me. I got to get back with her." And then I got to give the kids a bath. And then I blah, 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 blah. And then wake up in the 1 o'clock in the morning to go to the bathroom. I'm like, "Oh man, I never messaged Christine back." I'll do it first thing in the morning. And then what happens first thing in the morning? More messages, more messages, more messages that have filled up my screen. And unfortunately, Christine's message is forgotten. Now, did I intend to ignore her? No. I was excited to see that she started selling Pampered Chef. I'm not sure if I would host a show. Maybe I would, but I definitely want to buy something, right? But I forgot because life happened. So it's super important for Christine to follow back up in a day or two. "Hey, Jen, I know you're busy. I just want to see if you got my message." Christine, I'm so glad you messaged me. Yes, I saw it. I got so busy. I would love to look at your link or whatever, right? I want you to put that in your mind as the real scenario. I think what new consultants put in their mind is they see that Jennifer has read my message. She's ignoring me. She doesn't like Pampered Chef. She doesn't even like me. I think she's going to block me soon, right? I think we just tend to get all those negative thoughts, and then they start spiraling, because not only did Christine not reply to me, but Angela didn't either, and Sheila didn't either. And I know Sheila saw my message. I see her little face right there. And she was at church on Sunday. So I don't know why she's ignoring me. She must not like me anymore, right? That's not the case. People are busy. And it is our job as a Pampered Chef consultant to reach back out to them. Okay. Typically, your bookings and your sales come from your second, your third, and even your fourth reach out to them. And I want you to think about every time you message someone, you are planting a seed. Okay. So if you're going through your text messages and you're saying, "Hey, I'm a new Pampered Chef consultant. I don't know if you saw, I'm working on a big goal," right? The message that I told you earlier, I'm going to give to you all. I'll put it in this new consultant chat group. You're going to send them that message, and that is a seed. "Oh, Christine's selling Pampered Chef. That's so great." And then life happens, right? But then Christine is a good consultant, and she follows back up with me in a day or two. You know what she's doing? She's watering that seed, bringing it back to my mind. Okay. And then life got busy that day. And I said I wanted to look at the link, but then I got busy and didn't get to look at it. Christine's going to check back in with me three days later. "Hey, Jen, were you able to log into that? Were you able to get into that link?" "Oh, Christine, I'm so glad you reminded me." Christine is adding fertilizer, right? I'm not thinking bad of her. I'm not saying, "Oh my gosh, she's so pushy." I'm thinking, "Oh my goodness, life got in the way." I appreciate her. So I want to tell you, this is my new thing. Well, look at my little plant. Look at my little pitiful plant here. This is from a lemon seed, right? So our team, we talk about planting seeds and helping it grow. I have to tell you, I planted 14 seeds, This is how many sprouted. Okay. It's just like our business. We have to send extra messages to get the ones that sprout. But this lady's so cute. He's my little buddy. I got to name him. So this is a perfect illustration of your business. Now I have to keep watering this thing, right? So it'll grow. I have to put some fertilizer on it so it'll get stronger. That's exactly what this business is about. Angela asked if we have slower seasons. Yeah, I mean, in the summer, people are busy. Now, I have some hosts that love to do a party in the summer, and others are like, oh, I'm on vacation. I'm not doing it now. But you just have to find the right ones that want to do summer parties because they're out there. They're just different people. Same thing with like December. Sometimes December, I have great hosts that say, I want all my friends to be able to do their Christmas shopping at my party. And then I have other hosts that say, oh, no, I got way too much going on. So, right, you kind of have a trade out. But yeah, I mean, we have ups and down seasons. Right now, spring, one of our busiest selling seasons. Why? One is because we have brand new products that just launched March 1st. And something about winter kind of being over, they're like, oh, good. Let me get out of my little, igloo or whatever I buried myself in. And I want to be around people. I want to socialize. Yes, yes, yes. You hear a lot more yeses. But again, you have to plant a lot of seeds to find the one that grows, that turns into a booking, that turns into a sale, that turns into somebody that wants to join your team. Okay. So we do challenge our new consultants to send 30 messages a day. But listen, they can be copy paste. They don't have to all be unique, right? So if you're copying a message and you're pasting it 30 times, I mean, it may take 20 minutes. Do it while you're watching TV. Do it before you go to bed. Do it when you get up. If you're an early riser and you're drinking your coffee, find the time that works for you, but do it. Okay. I will tell you the one thing that kept me in business all these years is that I was committed to doing something in my business every single day. Whether it was doing a training to learn something new, whether it was sending messages to get bookings, whether it was spending 20 minutes, 30 minutes in my parties, I worked on a business every single day, even if it was 10 minutes. Sometimes it was an hour, sometimes it was 2 hours. It was whatever I wanted to put into it for the results I wanted to get out of it, right? So I want you to think about anything else that you were to try. Say you're taking up bowling, right? The more you practice, the more time you put into it, the better you're going to be. It is the same exact thing here. So if you just put in 10 minutes a week, guess what your results are going to be? Whole lot of nothing, probably. Right? And I'm not asking you to put 20 hours in a week, right? Not even necessarily 10. But what if you did? What if you spent an hour a day? And whenever it could be. So you could do 15 minutes in the morning when you're drinking your coffee, maybe 15 minutes at lunch, maybe 15 minutes when you get off work and you're chilling out for a little bit, maybe 15 minutes right before you go to bed. What do you think that hour that you dedicate to your business every day, what do you think that could result in? Big things. Just like you'd be a better bowler if you bowled an hour every day. I would still be a bad bowler, but maybe you would be a good bowler. But that is the one thing that I feel like contributed to my success with this business. So I went from never cooking a day in my life. I mean, never selling anything a day in my life, barely cooking. I mean, I didn't know much about cooking. If it wasn't hamburger helper or spaghetti, I didn't really know how to make it. So just learning how to sell Pampered Chef to earning the top rank in the entire company, being top 1% in the entire company, and having one of the largest organizations. Okay, so I've been there. I've done the things that I'm asking you all to do. And I know that they work. You just have to have dedication and persistence. Okay? And practice. And don't get upset with yourself if, maybe you hear some no's. It's okay. It's okay. We all hear no's. I've heard more no's than I can't even count the high. But it's not the no's that I'm focusing on, it's the yeses. And I will tell you that this business has provided my family and I unimaginable things. We've paid off debt. We paid off our house. We have gone on trips to Hawaii and Mexico and the Bahamas. We've gone on cruises. We've gone to Hawaii. Like they pay for all of that stuff for us, right? And me sending a couple messages on Facebook, they pay me good money to do that. I'm almost every time I get paid, I'm like, I can't believe they pay me to do this. This is gravy. Like we're not out digging ditches in 100-degree weather. We're playing on Facebook, right? But if you do it consistently and you're dedicated to it, you will see results that you can't even imagine. Okay? So, does anybody have any questions for me?
Do most consultants do their parties through Facebook, or do they do it using that table?
Our organization mainly does Facebook. That's what we've used for the past 6 years successfully. Facebook's wonky, right? You got to play by their rules. You got to know the whole thing about the algorithms and all of that stuff. We're still seeing success on it, but we are trying to incorporate Table because Table is an amazing platform that we don't have to deal with Facebook rules, right? I mean, we don't have to hope that people join the party. We don't have to hope that people see the post. Like we know that if people log into Table, that they're going to see videos, they're going to see the content that we put out there. So a lot of us kind of do a combination of both. So you have a Table link there so they can, click in and experience what Table is to offer, but still back up with Facebook. Now, it is an extra step for new consultants, so I typically don't suggest Table right off the bat, but if you've been in the trainings and you see that and you figured out how to do Table, do it. That's completely fine. Pam asked if Post My Party is still a good option. Yes. So Post My Party is a posting app. So I want you to watch if you're in your launch party, check out all the posts that your recruiter puts in there, right? We either have to manually schedule them, and you can put them in real time, or you can pre-schedule them. There's a little feature on Facebook where you can, a lot of times we'll go in the night before and we'll load all of our content, we'll copy paste, add pictures, and then schedule it to post the next day because we're at work or we're busy or we're running errands or whatever it is we're doing. So you're not sitting behind the computer all day. So you either have to pre-schedule those to post, or there is a posting service. It's $10 a month and it will automatically post everything in there for you. And I recommend it because it costs me $10 a month and I make way more than that on one order. And it saves me hours of time. So if you're curious about Post My Party, check with your recruiter. They can give you info on that. Okay. But I do want you all making money, right? I don't want you feeling like you have to spend a bunch of money. I want you making money, seeing a profit. And then if you decide you want to automate some things with some apps, yeah, then you can do that. Okay. Any other questions? Well, if not, I'm going to send you all on your way today. And is there anybody that is not in the March New Consultant chat group where we posted this link, and then Joni and Lynn have been posting stuff? Okay, I think everybody's in there. As soon as we get off here, I'm going to give you that 50 messages in 5-day challenge.
The 25, yeah, okay. That's what I was going to ask.
Yep. I'm going to post those words, and I'm going to post the, hey, I'm a new consultant, like the booking words too. Okay. And then if you'll have any questions or you need any help, just reach out in that chat. Myself, Lynn, Joni, somebody is there to help you. Okay?
Sounds
So
great.
we will have our next new consultant call next Monday. We're going to cover some different things. So make sure you come back. And if you missed last week, there's a playback for last week. Leah Limro did that call and she went over some basic stuff, new consultant rewards, some more booking ideas. So if you scroll up in that chat, you'll see that playback. Okay. Awesome. Thank you all so much for joining. It was great to meet you all and see you in person. And I'm excited to watch your journey.
Thank
Have a
you for
great
your time.
night.
Have a great night.